Hey look, I finally get to play as Daxter. Not counting those times from Jak 2 and 3 because they weren't worth writing home about, even though all I ever wanted as a child was to play as fucking Daxter. Hello everybody, I'm Square-Eyed Jack, and welcome to this review. Daxter was released in 2006 on Sony's portable system, the PlayStation Portable. This was going to be Daxter's first single adventure, with the story taking place in the 2 years that Jak was in prison. Except, oh wait, no it doesn't. Seeing this here really pissed me off. All I wanted out of this game was to learn everything that happened during these 2 years. But no, we're lazy. So lazy we couldn't make this game ourselves, so we hired a developer that decided Daxter on PSP would make a good first game. Now's the part of the video where I would normally say spoiler alert. Spoiler alert! Some old dwarf finds Daxter in a bar talking shit and offers him a job, and I shit you not, this game can be summed up in 2 words: bug extermination. What have we done so far in this series? Stopped some dark eco freaks, saved Haven City, saved the world from Errol and the Darkmakers, and let a maniacal crime freak loose by killing another crime lord who clearly suffers from male pattern baldness. So, at what point did we transition from amazing fictional adventures to fucking bug extermination? Okay, I know what you're thinking, and yes, I do look amazing today. What sort of enemies can Daxter be expected to kill, because he's so small? Let's infest Haven City with a heap of miniature metalhead bugs and termites to be murderized. We'll give Daxter an extravagant can of Raid and send him out into the world on his little moped. We play in Haven City, which has been recreated very well. We don't have access to the whole city, just this small area, and that is a good thing. We visit some new locations such as a dark eco tanker and the Haven City metro system, which isn't a thing by the way, as well as some familiar areas such as the strip mine and Haven Palace. The level design is fine, some parts got a bit annoying and featured a bit of where the fuck do I go, but overall, good level design. Except for that. Each level sees you with a certain goal, collecting a certain amount of skull gems, destroying some enemies, or just get through the level. Some levels also end with boss fights. These fights are okay, but they do feel a bit bland, a word that can also be used to describe the music. In my opinion, no memorable tracks, just generic adventure music. There are also some vehicle levels which are so boring. You want to talk about tacked on? Well, I have a better way of explaining it. Shitty toilet paper stuck to your ass, being dragged around all day. That's what the vehicles feel like. First off, the vehicles are tiny. How small is Daxter? Small enough to sit on Jak's shoulder. So if Daxter fits this vehicle perfectly, why does the human in the back also fit here? Seriously. And secondly, while the controls are okay, the gameplay is just boring. While I am reminded of missions in Precursor Legacy, I'm also reminded that just because you added vehicles to your game, it doesn't mean it makes it any more fun. Here, all you do is drive, for maybe a minute, and that's it. Great! As I mentioned before, bug extermination! Daxter has 2 attacks, an electric fly swatter which is weaker than Daxter's attacks in Jak 3, which by the way, if Daxter can kill a giant metal head in one hit, why does it take several to kill a tiny, insignificant bug? He's also armed with his can of off. While this is used to poison the bugs, it can also be used to hover over gaps, which results in some pretty neat platforming. Good job. There are 3 forms of spray in this game, the regular spray, a flamethrower, and whatever this is. Each spray has its various uses, and there is no super effective weapon, as the enemies die slower or faster depending on which can of Mortein you use. This is good game design. It forces the player to learn which attacks are best suited for each enemy or situation, and the best part is, there's no annoying pop-up that says, "Hey Shitstain, use this." It lets the player figure it out for themselves. What isn't good, however, is that the gameplay never changes. It is the same thing throughout the whole game. Bug extermination! Something I ranted about in my Jak 10 Team Fucking Combat Racing review was that the character development in that game was rather sketchy. Well, unfortunately, this game is also plagued by it. Daxter meets some new faces. Osmo, the bug guy, some chick who is an Ashland ripoff, a surf dude, this bar lady. Who are these people? The fact that I can only name one character after playing through this game says a lot. Unlike Daxter. Explain to me the character of Daxter. He's obnoxious and serves as the comedic relief in all of the other games. Then tell me, why does he have nothing to say? He cracks the expected jokes during cutscenes, but during gameplay, he has no character. Why isn't he cracking jokes and being a smartass? His character starts to come out a bit more during these Daxter Dream minigames, where you play as Daxter in various roles from popular movies. It's just a quick time minigame, but they're fun. Completing them unlocks some stuff, so that's always nice. Shit! I can't think of a good segue! This creepy guy, who is actually a metalhead working for Core, blows up Osmo's bug extermination building, and Daxter sets out to find Jak. With help from Surf Dude, he sneaks into the palace to look for him. After going through the garden, the library, and the treasure room, every game ever should have a treasure room. Daxter overhears a conversation between Errol and Count Vega, and only at this point in the game does it start to fill in some of the blanks in the story. Daxter finds out that Jak is in the prison and goes there to rescue him. Both the palace and the prison are top-notch levels, the best in the game. The prison has us avoiding Crimson Guard and sneaking through corridors, which reminds me actually, Daxter can crawl, monkey bar and zipline. Because bug extermination! Once we make our way through, the player gets to see Core transform into the old man, and we fight this other guy who is also a crazy metalhead apparently. This is a pretty neat boss fight. It's split into 3 sections. Bug extermination, and finally, bug extermination. What I love about this boss fight is that if you pass the first stage and die on the second stage, you don't have to start again on the first stage. Thank God! We kill this dude and that's it. Damn. This came to a really abrupt and awkward end. I feel like this just came out of nowhere, like a giant bug splatting on your windshield. Oh well, this game has done its job. It gives the player a portable Jak and Daxter experience, as well as fills in the blanks to the story. But that's about it. As you play through the game, you can find bugs and potions. This game also features bug combat. You can choose from the bugs you've found in the main game and upgrade them with the potions. Then it's time for one of my most hated things in gaming. Static, turn-based combat. This can be done single player or with a friend, and while it is something extra for the game, it feels more tacked on than the terrible vehicle levels. So, what do I think about Daxter? It's definitely worth playing, but I wouldn't write home about it. The only motivation I would have to 100% this game would to be get all of the cool stuff unlocked in Jak X. But with that being said, I did enjoy my time playing it. Daxter gets 7 out of 10. I was actually on the fence of giving this game a 6, but hey, I'm a nice guy. Also, I can only give out 7s. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share. I'm Square Eyed Jack, and have a great fucking day. Thanks for watching.